Oh, he's cracked. Ooh. Boys warmed? Dude, he's getting that fucking controller practice. Yeah. That'd be actually hell. Bro, these hard bots on the spike planning are cracked.
Dude, I'm keep getting shot back, man.
Oh. Fucking idiot. You're just getting skill issued.
Ascent deathmatch, very
Did it just start? Tyler, I'm putting on the music gun. The music classic. Did you buy it?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. You already know what it is. It's Monday. It's
Same.
another Valorant stream. I'm Retros, the normal host, joined today with a fill-in host for Bridget. She's currently sick, so today we have
Libby,
Yeah.
aka
You're running
Scooter.
Reaver.
yeah. Welcome. Thank you for filling in tonight for Bridget. However, you also understand the game of Valorant, so it works out in the end. But regardless of who is commentating, it's still
You
the
should go
same
with the
vibe
Neptune.
you're used to seeing every week. I'm excited. I mean, like, we saw how they performed last week. It was a pretty
Z, you should go with the
dominant
Neptune.
showing. So seeing how they're going to be able to go into that and adapt from those 2 weeks prior.
That shit does
like, now
not
we're in the
hit.
heat of the season, so every
Neptune
single
does
game
make you
counts. Every single map, every single round, it all comes down to it. But it looks like here we're gonna get into our map pick ban. Feels like a little imagination.
Is the other one
rainbow
even
type
black
thing
and
right
red?
there.
No.
I'm excited to see where we end up today.
Go
Honestly,
run your
I-
your big blade.
Oh, already
big
getting
sword.
some of the split. So that map is just off of the table.
No icebox either.
Mm-hmm.
Join a party,
So it
Tyler.
looks like we're going to be starting on Ascent.
Well,
I
still,
mean,
you could join
this
the party.
is the boys' map.
Absolutely.
At this point, they have shown themselves to be a formidable force.
Ooh, and we got a pick two, Lotus.
Ooh. That was their pick too, so that's pretty interesting. But it looked like, because they also got rid of Haven right there and
Mhm.
Fracture off the table. That means our third map will be Pearl. Yep.
Ion
I think
Operator,
this is the first
Sentinels
time
of
we're gonna
Light,
be seeing
Ares,
Lotus.
and Reaver
Oh, wow.
Knife.
Mhm.
All right, so we're defending on Lotus too.
Wow.
That's gonna be interesting
I
to
got-
see. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure how too confident the boys are.
No.
Playing on that Lotus. I know they've been practicing
got
on it
the-
every single week. They've been really trying to
I'm rocking the
name down
RGX
on
op
new
right
map,
now.
because it still is relatively new, especially into the competitive sense.
That is
But
such a
attacking on
bad sheriff.
Ascent, this is something they're just used to.
Absolutely. Ascent, that's a comfort place for our boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's their third home.
Dude, look at this combo,
Yeah.
Tyler.
So I think that's a great
Reaver,
place for us to start
White
off
Reaver
tonight.
with the
Mhm.
jet knife.
And if I'm not mistaken, they played Rio Grande last season.
Yes,
Rio
they
Grande.
Yes, they
That's
did. Yes,
So
they
I'm
did.
Mark
excited
sets
to
are at
see how they
8:08.
build up this semester.
A bit of a run back. This is going to be really interesting. However, this is Tyler's first time.
Hey Z, if
playing
you want me to
against
drop you an
this
op, I
team,
got
so
the
I'm really
RGX op
interested
on right now.
to see how he fares up against them. Although, seeing how he's been playing
Yeah,
with the team
prove
for
you're
the
a
last
bigger one
couple
than their
weeks,
jet.
I don't think there's much to be worried about. But don't go anywhere. Stick around for the first map. We'll be back.
All
with
right,
you guys
before we
in
start,
just
what's the
a couple minutes.
Yo, Jack, let's go over the strategy for pistol, real quick. B. Yeah, Sova's god awful. Here. What they're gonna run on pistol is, let me pull it up. It's a pistol.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. And here we are in character select. UMW, they're ready. They already know. They got their five off the gate. You got Brandon on the tried and true Sova, Xander on his Jet, Colby on the Omen, and then Jack on his comfort, and Jack and Tyler right now on their comfort picks, being that KO and Killjoy. Everyone here, honestly, I'd say is pretty much a character specialist when it comes to it. They know these guys ins and out. Although, I mean, Xander, you kind of see him a little bit flexing on that raise, and you do see, and he kind of pulled out the Reyna for a little bit in Pearl last week, but it looks like we're gonna have a mirror match with Rio Grande also running the Omen KO Killjoy Silva Jet. Very interesting. And you are right. I do remember Mick One Tap and AS God from last semester.
Yes,
I do remember.
Mick One
I
Tap.
remember the names, but it looks like here. And a little sip of water. So it looks like we have a bit of side confusion right now. Got a little bit mixed up, but that's okay.
You know, mix-ups happen to the best of us.
They really do.
And this is just a classic example of that.
And as some Smash players, we are used to mix-ups. We live in the
There's
mix-ups.
nothing I know more than a mix-up.
I mean, there really is at the end of the day, like, you know, happens to the best of us. But it looks like we're gonna get all corrected. We're gonna go back in. Ready to go. So we're gonna take a Sorry, we're gonna be taking a little bit of an intermission as everyone gets reacquainted to the correct sides this time around. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of jump from the coach right there, so it looks like we are going to be all set to go. And we're gonna be hopping right in that match. But now that we saw the comps that these teams are gonna be running with, how do you think they're gonna fare up?
You know, sometimes I think it's a helpful thing to have these mirror matches like this, especially when our boys know their characters so well. They know all about their agents. They know all of these abilities. They know when it's relevant, they know these lineups as well. So I think some of that might come in handy, but then that also goes the other way around too. Opposition here might know the tips and tricks for all of our characters, all of our agents as well.
Yep.
But I mean, I always trust our boys to know what they're doing.
Oh, 100%.
And to know their agents like the back of their hands. So I think this might give us a bit of confidence coming into this.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Jack on that KO has been, I mean, he is just the king of aggression when it comes to this character. He loves just popping flash, going right through those smokes, just getting as many picks as he can. And I mean, same thing with Tyler. He has shown that this Killjoy is just as strong, if not, like, you know, still repping the best Sentinel right now, which great for me. You know, being Killjoy player, seeing all these Killjoys pop up in VCT and the high, upper ranks, but even seeing some of the boys here and other collegiate teams pick up Killjoy is really nice. But it just shows the level of like comfortability, and especially speaking of comfortability, you got to look at Brandon on that Sova.
Absolutely. I'm always excited to see Brandon.
I don't think there's a better character specialist talking about it than Brandon holding that Sova. I mean, we saw what he does every single time on Ascent. And speaking of every single time, we're just going for a hard push straight on the B. I apologize. But Tyler, he's going to hold it back a little bit. He's going to play a little safe, and it looks like he's going to get rewarded for it, where he finds one, and he's going to find two on the flank. That worked out. That was beautiful for him. Already, please. Ooh.
Brandon with one tap. Oh, and a second one. That is amazing from Brandon.
Oh my gosh. He had a little bit of the Oh my gosh, I'm already speechless. Guys, this is round 1 and we're already popping off with flawless?
Couldn't be a better way to start this round.
No way, you got the double dink from Brandon right there. The ghost working out well for him, and that's already gonna be a Vandal bot. Not wasting all of his creds right there. Just moving on. We're like, you know what? We secured that first. We have this momentum. Let's keep moving. But it looks like Rio Grande right here has a similar idea. Oh no, that's also gonna be Xander with the buy. He's got the Phantom right there, but that's Brandon finding one, spraying through, not gonna find any more.
Yeah, Rio Grande being a little aggressive on these defense here.
We're gonna see what they who. Ooh, that's big right there. Shock Dart's not gonna find anyone. However, that KJ and KO are so low. Literally, all they need to do is get sneezed on, essentially. And that's gonna be, that would be 2 more found for UMW. But it looks like they're gonna play it a little bit safe. They got an idea where they could be. Oh, TP to regroup, but that's Brandon gonna find a second. They do right here. Jack already getting 2 detained with that knife. You see AS God and Ski Line kind of stuck right now in Lantern, but that's Colby. Now, yep, right there, another flawless. That's 2-0 already.
This momentum is rolling. These boys know exactly what they're doing, especially with this map and with these agents.
I mean, it just, like we were saying, you just see the level of comfortability these guys are rocking with right now. I mean, they are playing this super aggressively, and they are taking every single one of these fights with the, you know what, you guys might be playing the same characters, but just remember, we've been doing this for a while. We know these guys, and it looks like they're getting their run back in full. You can see right here, Mick one tap. He's gonna try to go for a bit of the namesake, and it looks like he's gonna find Tyler. That is already the first UMW player falling in 3 rounds.
Jack finding one and falling.
Yep, right there. Bit of an aggressive play works out for him as he finds Sova in Lanterns. And that's Xander gonna find another one, and that's Xander gonna find one, tying it up for the 3-3, spraying through the smoke, but not gonna find anyone. Now he just has to play safe, and that's UMW already getting sight again. This hyper aggressive play style right now working out so well for them.
Yeah, Rio Grande is gonna have to be really careful here trying to retake.
Enemy tag.
Oh, look at that info right there. You have AS God marked, sorry, KO is also gonna be there. That's Brandon gonna find one. He's gonna kind of push off a little bit. Make sure that he doesn't get traded for it. Colby gonna help watch the angle with him. That's Brandon spraying through, and he's gonna find the other one with Xander, helping him out there.
That was an amazing round for Brandon, getting all of the intel they needed there at the end of that round, and ultimately finding that last elimination. Amazing work from Brandon again.
Wow. I mean, right now, these boys are just showing that this Ascent, this is the map you need to be afraid of.
Absolutely.
Like, understandably so. I mean, you gotta, obviously, I believe this was Rio Grande's pick when it comes to map pool. So they did know how they're gonna have to play it, what they're gonna get themselves into right now. But already, Jack narrowly dodging that Sova dart. Not getting ticked for intel. But it looks like UMW has a bit more of a knowledge, bit more info than Rio Grande would plan for. Jack's slowly gonna make his way up catwalk right now. Push his way through. Oh, what a flick.
That one had me nervous.
Yep, and that's Xander also gonna find one, but that's Jack gonna fall. That's Brandon spinning, taking out Lime right there. And now we're back to a 4v2. Got the KO and the Sova, so that is plenty of intel you need, especially, but that dart is already gone, and now this is post-plant defense.
Turret out. One enemy
Right through,
remaining.
not gonna find anyone. Tyler's gonna find that last one right there. And Brandon going for a flank, finding ski line. And that's gonna secure the 4th round for UMW. Give me some thoughts right now. What are you thinking going in? I mean, this is round 5. The boys' beautiful eco right here. I mean, Xander is repping 8,300.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this eco right now. I know that Rio Grande is hurting a little bit in the eco department, and that just helps our boys' momentum even more, knowing that they're sitting pretty right now, and they don't have to worry about creds at all.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Rio Grande, you're kind of thinking a little bit like, alrighty, we have to start thinking not about just this round. We have to start thinking about the next couple rounds too. How are we going to be able to break UMW's momentum? How are we going to be able to kind of displace, you know, displace the players? But it looks like UMW, they know, it's like they're perfectly reading Rio Grande right now.
Here.
Playing a bit on the slower side right now. Like we say every single week, I know it never changes, but UMW able to set their own pace no matter the situation they're in. And right now, Rio Grande is forced to play to that.
Turret down.
That's going to be a little bit of more intel. They know they're trying to push through mid right now, and you can see it on the map right there. But Colby, he's sitting behind. I believe he has ult. So he's able to kind of make a full rotate.
30 seconds left.
But he's not stuck in any position. You got the 4 stack, you got the manpower, you're gonna have to go for the plays.
Suppressor. One suppressed.
There's your intel right there, and like I said, Colby using that to rotate off, and that's Xander gonna be finding the
10
Omen.
seconds left.
Already man up, and here comes the plant. This is just immaculate amounts of patience right now. The boys are able to play this so safe. Xander just making it out with 30 health left.
Cutting it a little close there for sure.
And Tyler, do you see Tyler's health right there? He almost dropped down. However, UMW playing it so cool right now. That is a 4-man takedown. That's Tyler finding 2. Spraying through, not going to be able to find any more. That's Jack. He knows exactly where he is.
And the streak continues, this momentum.
Oh my gosh.
It's definitely keeping the boys. The energy is great in here. The eco is great in here.
The eco is great in here. They're honestly at this point they're able to put some of these funds probably to next map at this point.
They're getting a savings account.
100%. But it looks like Rio Grande's gonna take a little bit of a timeout, hopefully to break UMW's momentum. So Libby, help me break this down right now. They are on a 5-map streak right now. They look so dominant on the offense. How do you think, like, what does Rio Grande need to do in this situation to kind of swing this back in their favor?
You know, it all comes back to UMW just knowing how to set the pace of a game. And I don't know exactly how Rio Grande can disrupt that, but they need to figure out how to set their own pace of this game. And how to kind of, because that's a lot of control comes from that. They need to figure out how to take control back. Play the game the way they want to play it instead of letting our boys play the game that they want to play.
100%.
They know the game they're playing on Ascent.
100%. I could not agree with that more. Rio Grande, they look to be playing in a very defensive manner. They're not really taking any chances with these angles. And UMW, they know the most valuable Valorant lesson. Other than pros don't fake, check your corners. And it's just working out for them every time. You can see right there, they have a 4 stack on A. They want something super aggressive. But it doesn't look like they're gonna get it to them. However, it does look like KO for Rio Grande has knife lineups. Not something you see a lot with KOs. I mean, it does come in handy on some maps. It's not any... I don't even have the words to describe it. You're just not used to seeing it right now. But you can see Omen right here holding a very aggressive angle, but he's not going to find Jack. Oh, and that's Xander finding KO mid right there. A bit of a risky rotate into Lantern. However, it does not work out for him. And Xander, he's there. He's like, you know what? You're not playing it safe. But that's Jack going to find one. Skilan's just going to try to make his way up. But there comes the dart trying to get a little bit of intel. But it's not going to find anyone. Now UMW knows where Rio Grande is. This is so stressful, Libby.
This is. I'm on the edge of my seat.
That Skilan
That's
gonna find.
Xander going down.
Yep, that Skilan gonna find one from Xander, but it looks like Jack's gonna go for a hyper aggressive play right here. He's gonna find
wow.
2 in the mowdown. And now
That
you're.
was a risky move from Jack right there.
That was. I mean, you had 3, and that's Tyler gonna find the last one right there. A timeout for Rio Grande does not break the momentum swing, and I mean, look at it right there. Jack, he took that pop flash. That little underhand toss, he knew. He's like, I want to make an aggressive play right now. Worked out for him. He did have to get rid of that turret first because that could have cost his team if he went down. So I think he played that intel wise and just for picks perfectly.
Placing sentry.
Now we're gonna be going into the 7th round. UMW loving this B site, but it looks like they're gonna go for a bit of an A push right now.
Powerless.
The dart coming out, immediately finding one on the KJ. Now again, UMW a man up.
Spike planted.
That's Tyler gonna take him down right there, but AS God does find Brandon. That's Molly's gonna be put on bomb. Now it's just defense, defense, defense. Jack going for an aggressive swing, trying to take a little bit of KO duel right here. But it doesn't look like he's gonna get much out of it. Ooh, and he is gonna get taken down by Lime. This is Xander in a very, very bad position, but it doesn't look like it matters too much. He finds 2. And it looks like they're going for the chase, trying to find right here. But it looks like she's not gonna get find out. Making her way to the B site and hiding. And somehow UMW makes it all out. Weapons in hand.
That is amazing.
That is insane.
Saving that eco, even though that's not even a concern for them right now. I mean, it could come in handy later. So you always want to play that eco game,
Turret out.
even when you're 7 rounds up.
I mean, you just gotta do the best you can right now, and the boys are doing better than ever. But that is going to be Mick One Tap holding the op mid, trying to find any stray UMW player. That's the flash. That's Xander.
Mick One Tap getting Mick One Tapped.
That's insane right here, and you know what that means? Oh my gosh, what is AS God doing? He tried to take a super aggressive play right there, but he's not gonna get rewarded for it. And that's Xander
And
already
Xander
finding...
cannot be stopped right now.
That's Xander with 3 and an op. Like, I don't think there's a scarier player on Earth than Xander right now. He could be looking for something nice though, but that's Brandon gonna be finding one. And now, again, this 5v1 scenario.
Standing ahead.
With Sova holding this corner for dear life. He's gonna go for a bit of a swing. He's not gonna find anything. That's Brandon taking him down. A bit of a Sova diff right there.
Absolutely.
And another flawless. This was just a fantastic play from Xander. He was ready for that angle, ready to watch, and as AS God made his way up for that op, Xander was ready to strike.
And I believe that's the 3rd flawless round of this game.
Quite possibly. And I mean, right now, if you're Rio Grande, your economy a bit in a bad position. I mean, they haven't been taking many of these risks. That was a good dart though, trying to expect a very aggressive push coming out from UMW, but just not getting rewarded for it right now. We're gonna see what they have to do here. Again, Xander holding the op mid, but that's the other jet with knives. And this is just a wait. This is just waiting. They are waiting so patiently for Rio Grande to make their own mistakes. Really good flash, but not gonna find anyone. The KJ gonna pop her mollies. For a bit of a knife, but he finds Omen mid. Oh, and that's Xander right there to pick him off. Yep, there he is, Brandon, right there. He said, I'm not gonna get picked from that corner anymore. No longer in that cubby. I'm gonna check that angle. That's Xander finding another one with the op.
Yeah, no, I would not want to be on the other side of Xander with an op. I'll tell you that.
No way. Jack, he knows. There's no way he doesn't. Yep. He sees it right there. He just doesn't have the util to help him out. So he's kind of in a little sticky situation right now. That's going to be Colby helping him out in the end. And again, this is another 5v1 for Skiline. And there we go. That is the 4th flawless for UMW. Wow. Truly, truly wow. I need a little bit of insight right now, Libby. What's going through your mind as you see just how Rio Grande is trying their best to handle just the aggressive onslaught UMW is applying right now?
You know, I think they're getting kind of caught up and trying to read what our boys are gonna do. We saw it, I think it was like maybe the second round. They were expecting like a hard A push, expecting that aggression that our boys usually show. But like our boys read the situation and pulled back. And I think they're getting a little caught up in just trying to know what we're gonna do when we know that's impossible.
And I mean, speaking of reads, you saw right there how Tyler was ready for that Sova dart. I don't know whether just that's Brandon giving him tips on the fly or that's enough research to know that that's just a common lineup site. But that was just great recognition out of Tyler. Right here, Brandon trying to use his shock darts to clear this, but he's not going to get rewarded for it. He still has the ult. He just does not want to waste it just yet. Another sonar coming out. And look at Jack just narrowly making his way through. And that's finding one on the KO. How are the boys gonna find their angles right now? Jet in such a tight position right here. Oh, just walking right into his face. Mick one tap, sticking true to his name right there. But that's Jack gonna take one. That's Jack gonna take. Excuse me. I cannot do that fast when I'm after drinking. Alrighty, that's Brandon gonna go for a bit of a diff right there, and that's Mick one tap finding one. That's Colby finding one. And now it is a 2v1, and Brandon's going to find the last one right there, securing double digits for UMW.
This is looking kind of crazy.
The UMW digits. I was thinking about it in my head. I was like, hold on. I like this. I'm going to go for this. This is a good joke, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my execution on that. Already.
I have to imagine this is daunting to look at if you're Rio Grande right now.
I mean, you kind of have your backs against the wall right now. However, they did choose that to take them first on Ascent, but right now, if I'm Rio Grande, I'm kind of regretting that decision. I mean, look at Xander right now, playing with the level of aggression that he's been showing all game, but also a level of patience to be able to be ready to disengage whenever he needs. Just that being able to flip that on and off switch right there is really what's been helping UMW right now, from taking these super aggressive pushes and then pulling it back for defense, or even vice versa. Sometimes it's better just to hold W and M1, and I mean, it's been working out for UMW so far.
The patience right now is crazy.
Insane. I can totally agree with that, but it looks like Xander, he's gonna have to play super safe right now, as Jet is just holding these kind of rat angles. But it doesn't look like he wants to take a duel, because his team is already gonna have site cleared. That's Jack spraying through, and he's gonna find one. Gonna be able to find the second in the smoke, and that's again UMW with sight, but that is gonna be Xander going down around B. So let's see The boys gonna be able to do in this situation right here. Here comes the KO ult from Jack, shutting down. No util in use, only weapons in hand.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke coming out. This could be a big blind. That's Jack finding 3, but he's gonna get sprayed down. Mimic one tap finding 3 for himself, and that's Brandon. He's in a bit of a sticky situation, but Colby went for a bit of a flank. Not gonna find out. Here. Blind coming out, it's gonna find it, and that's Brandon finding the headshot onto Mick one tap, securing that round.
Last round before the switch.
Wow, all right, that was really good from Rio Grande. They were able to keep the pressure on. They were They were able to keep that, supply a bit of their own aggression. However, UMW, with just saving those ults, were able to kind of counteract every aggressive play they tried to make right there. And we're gonna have to see right now. And that's Tyler with the op. Trying to get a super aggressive pick mid, possibly. Ooh, that's Jack in a bit of a sticky situation right there. But Xander is going to cover for him, taking down Mick one tap, but going to get found out by Lime. And now it is Rio Grande with the man up. But that is now UMW with control of sight. Here comes the KO ult, so now no util's going to be in use. KO flash coming out, not going to find anyone. That's Xander. Ooh. That's Colby finding 1 right there. And now they're in a bit of a sticky situation. That's Colby finding 2, and now we're back to a 2v2. That's Colby finding 3. And that's Brandon finding the last one right there. Wow. Now when UMW was put with their own backs against the walls, Colby and Brandon were able to take the clutches right there to secure the round, having UMW 12-0 going into the half. UMW, they need one more round right here to be able to take map 1 and go into Lotus with an incredible momentum.
Absolutely. And that Colby Brandon duo at the end, that was working like a well-oiled machine.
Truly.
Those two were able to wrap that up beautifully. And now, let's see what we got going on.
Honestly,
good work on defense.
Don't screw it up.
If you're UMW, you kind of want to get this game done as soon as possible. But you want to be able to stick with just that confidence and that elegance that you've been pushing through. But speaking of pushing through, that Xander pushing through, and he's not going to be able to find one, but that is Colby going to be able to trade him for it. And now we're back to a 4v4. Both Jets are down.
Tear it down. Spike
And
planted.
now it is Rio Grande finding these aggressive angles. That's Brandon finding 1, but that's Jack going down. That's Brandon finding 2. They are 1 man up, but they have to play for this retake right now. Bit of a sticky situation with this Sova and Killjoy still up, but here comes the dart and the nades breaking them out, and that's Tyler finding 1. That's Brandon finding the last. That is a 13-0 on Ascent
13-0.
for UMW. That has to be a hit to the
Defenders
mental, to the
win.
physical, to the emotional for Rio Grande.
Absolutely.
There is no way, and I think chat realizes how detrimental that kind of game is right now. That was fantastic stuff from just every single player on UMW. They were able to play every single round so well. Just showed such fantastic understanding of the map, their characters, the game. They really did play their own game. I have to move closer because I'm running off a camera. But
Yeah, get in here.
I think we need to take a little bit of the break because the feeling in this room, it's on another level. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for map 2, defending on Lotus. And here we are on Lotus. Immediately off the gate, we already have 3 picks from UMW. That is Brandon on the Breach, Jack on the Sky, and Colby on the Astra.
Yeah, all 3 picks so
What?
far different from what we saw in that last round.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, and UMW has their comp ready.
I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I know that a lot of these agents are definitely favorable on Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like Lotus, still a relatively new map. First time our boys are playing it in competition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Yep, and again, we have, looks like almost another mirror match, but Skiline sticking on the Sova, trying to use that recon and maybe even the Sova ult for a bit more intel against UMW. So it's going to be really interesting to see how both teams kind of adapt to each other. But I mean, this is probably just going to be great stuff because, I mean, coming off a 13-0, you have such a level of confidence and such a level of momentum, and both teams are really affected by it. Right now, I mean, production giving a bit of a whimsical stroll through of Lotus right now. I love how this map looks.
It really is a beautiful map.
This map is fantastic, especially with all the, like, just so much of the Lotus themed. Obviously, being called Lotus, you know, it's gonna have that, but just like in the designs and like all the stone in the boxes and just the flowers and blossoms everywhere. But again, this is a 3-site map, giving Rio Grande a bit more
ability to kind of do what they want here. But it looks like already you're going to make an aggressive push onto site, but not going to find anyone just yet. That's Tyler going to get found out by Skiline. And they're going to make their way. Spraying through, not going to find anyone just yet.
Spike planted.
I'm interested to see how Jack plays on the sky. They know exactly where they are, and that's Colby already finding one, tying it up 4-4. Oh, Xander taking a little bit too aggressive.
That breach was ready for it.
100%, and that breach throwing out the flash right there, finding one on the Jack, and that is going to be the first round over to Rio Grande. Not a flawless themselves, however, that did just take a little bit of a hit to UMW. It's going to be really I mean, already, UMW kind of showed a bit of the unfamiliarity that they have with this map. Just kind of that weird level of like, okay, we got to get used to this right now. We played it a little bit, but we're not super used to this. But it looks like they kind of got an idea for every site. It's just really difficult to get those full team rotations to get everyone in one spot where they need to be. So it kind of is going to come down to a bit more of individual players showing their stuff right here. And that's already Jack finding one onto Wizard, but Colby is going to get picked off. Ooh. And that's Xander finding one onto Lime, but Mick one tap is going to take two down himself with that Bulldog. UMW went for a full save right here. Now you have Jack.
Spike planted.
Jack and Tyler left as Astra is super low and Sova and Rays are basically at full. But they're kind of super focused on Jack right now. Their Tyler can kind of play a game a bit of his own. Ooh, and that's Tyler with a great spray down on the ski. Jack's going to be a bit of a flank right here, but not going to get rewarded, super rewarded for it. Going to get sprayed down, not going to find anything, but that's going to be AS God flanking from behind. And right here, UMW taking kind of a hit already. Looks like they're going to go for a bit of a full buy right now to keep pace with Rio Grande. But I mean, this map is already looking better for them. It might just be because, you know, they're on attack. They're able to create the plays themselves. I mean, they can choose where they go. UMW just has to guess right and stack right to be able to combat that. But now with the full buy out, and a hyper aggressive, Kobe going to be taking a little bit of damage from that nade, but not going to get found out with too much.
That was a great nade from Raze there.
Taking that back. Need that back. Spike planted.
And that's Raze just hiding in the smoke.
Concealment.
Ooh, that's Mick one tap, but that is Xander finding two, but Mick one tap is gonna find one onto Colby. Ooh, Tyler finding one, and now it is a 2v2.
Last player
Ooh,
standing.
now it's just Brandon right now, flashing through. Ooh, and a great spray down, looking like it. Oh.
Finding both of them in that 2v1, but ultimately not having enough time to defuse and still getting caught in the blast there. That's unfortunate, but it's good to see Brandon getting both of those elams, despite still having a bit of an unfortunate end there for that round.
Yep, and kind of causing a full reset right there. This is really looking like Rio Grande's map right now. It looks like they understand this way better than Ascent. So they're playing with a level of comfortability and just like confidence that I don't think we were seeing beforehand. Which, if you're UMW, it's scary, especially on a map that you're not super used to.
Blinded.
Ooh. But now it looks like UMW wants to take more of these aggressive angles. Jack only surviving with 38 HP. But there's the flash coming out. Brandon gonna counter with a flash of his own. He's gonna find one, but he's gonna get traded with Lime. Sheriff's out. Peek's being checked. Jack not finding anyone. Oh, just making it through I don't even know what to call that, actually. The breach booms. Yeah.
That's what we'll call it. The
Yep.
breach booms. Canonically.
Nade coming out, not finding anyone. Oh, but getting the one tap and taking Skyline down with him, immediately getting a new nade. But that's Colby going down. He did have I actually just realized. Oh, trying to take a duel right there, but now it is just Jack by himself. He has an idea of where these guys are. He's gonna tap it, but not gonna find anything. I don't believe that Rio Grande has much to deal.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
Jack finding one. But does he have enough time?
Hawk out. Why did I sign up for this shit?
Nope, and that's just gonna be the peak right there from AS God. 4-0 above UMW. And it's gonna taken down by the bomb going off. Rio Grande's really swinging this back in their favor right now.
It definitely does seem that way.
Seems like they understand this map way better than they would have in the first place. But
Turret out.
I mean, I guess that's just a level of confidence that they're prepared for. That, you know, play on these maps that not a lot of people are ready for, and you're just gonna be able to play your own. Right now they're being able to play their own game. But as we get into this 5th round, it's just UMW trying to see if they're gonna be able to swing this aggression back into their favor right now.
Scout destroyed. Hawk out.
Right there in the map up top, you could see kind of Brandon and Xander are a bit isolated off from the rest of their team.
Hawk out.
But Jack
Blinded.
in a very rough position right now. And here comes the breach ult. But and the raise ult.
Down with.
And that's the raise ult not finding one. And that's Jack already finding one. Popping Sky ult for more intel.
Found one.
That's all they need to know. Now they're able to kind of push away from these sites, being able to hold their own independent angles, and just see what they can get themselves into. This is insane play right now. I mean, just patience. You only have 30 seconds left to plant this bomb, and it looks like UMW is going to be ready to just make a play off of anything. We do, in fact, have a game on our hands right now, but it looks like they're going to be full committing C. Not finding anyone just yet. But that's Wizard picking off, and that's Brandon finding one. Stun coming out. That's Tyler finding two, and now it is just Wizard by himself, and that's Xander going to find it, swinging around back in UMW's favor. That is exactly what they needed to happen. What do you think of that?
You know, I think securing that first round for UMW, like, that has potential to be a real game changer here. We were talking about this earlier. Momentum means everything, not only in this game, but just in any game, really. That's a big hit to the mental being down. So just getting that one round, that shows our boys that they might not know this map as well as they know others, as well as they know Ascent, but they can still take rounds here.
They can still play with that level of confidence that they are used to playing with. However, it might not be a map. You're right. It might not be a map that they're familiar with. That doesn't mean they should play any differently than they are. But that's Xander already finding one. Not going to be able to find the second one right now as Wizard gets that one tap. But that's Jack finding one. That's Brandon finding two. And that's Jack finding the second himself. And that's already UMW with 2 rounds.
And that is much more similar to the game that we just watched earlier. That's what we saw them doing on Ascent, and we see it paying off here again in Lotus.
I could not agree with that more. Finally finding a bit of momentum swinging their way. They took that round and they're like, you know what? Let's get 3 more just like it to tie this up. Now it's UMW, kind of with the money in their favor. Although Rio Grande does have 2 rounds to lead. This could possibly show that UMW is not backing down just yet.
Satchel up. You should run.
You see Xander holding a cheeky little angle here.
Right here, trying to find anyone for it. Oh, you can see the aggression right there, but just not ready at all. Nope, and that's already Lime finding 2, giving them a free push. But that's Jack finding 1, and that's Colby finding the other one. Now we're back to a 3v3. And these heals really could come in useful when you have the man up. Oh, what a beautiful flick from Jack right there. Being able to find AS God. And door opening it up. The flash being delayed a little bit. Spraying through but not finding anything. He's in a bad position, and that ski line can be able to take him down. And now it is just Colby. Drone coming out, but not pinging him. He's going to make this aggressive push. He's going to find 1, but Ski Line is going to find the second one, clutching it out for Rio Grande. And that is now swinging it back in their favor. This is just a game of back and forth right here.
It certainly is. You know, I think Rio Grande was having a hard time reacting to our aggression and just like the way that they were setting the pace. And I think they're doing a much better job of it this time around. They definitely have a bit of a leg up, choosing a map like Lotus. And it seems like those 2 rounds that our boys took didn't seem to get in their head too much.
Looks like they were very much able to kind of play their own game, but already you see UMW going for a hyper aggressive play right here, and that's Jack already falling, but that's Tyler gonna be able to find 1. Ooh, but he's gonna get picked off trying to play a little bit too aggressive, and now UMW has to make up for it and rotate around. That's Xander with the op. He lost that little close range exchange right there, so he does not want something like that to happen again.
Spike planted.
And now, just patience from UMW. Ooh! Bit of bad timing for Brandon, but it worked out well for him in the end. The nade coming out, not finding anyone, but that's Mick one tap, gonna find 1 on the Colby. But that's Brandon taking him down. 2v3. UMW is not in a very strong position to take this back.
Right there.
They just gotta make it out with their lives, with their weapons. And right now, going into round 9, this is looking really rough for the boys. Again, you're at this 4-round deficit, and Rio Grande is showing such a familiarity with this map that I don't think most teams have been able to show. Yep, and right there you see the timeout coming for UMW. So, Libby, try to help me make sense of what is going on right now.
You know, I think performance in anything, it always comes down to confidence. And it always comes down to knowing what you're doing. And I think some of that lack of confidence on Lotus is starting to show for our boys. I know they've been practicing, but when it comes down to it, they're always up for a challenge. When it comes to Ascent, I don't know if they were so prepared for a Lotus pick tonight.
No. I mean, most teams have been banning Lotus, so I'm sure they were betting on something like maybe Haven or Pearl, or even one of the weirder maps like Split. But right now, I don't think they've been, you know, a bit of unfamiliarity, a bit of an awkward territory for them, but it also could just be because of the defending side. Haven's a very defender-sided map, but it looks like this map right now is very attacking-sided. So it could be multiple factors. However, I guess we'll just have to watch the rest of this game and find out for ourselves. Going straight up into the sky, maybe getting a top down. You see Colby right there holding that judge. Brandon with the op. And honestly, UMW's eco isn't looking too bad, but Rio Grande's definitely looking a lot better.
Turret out.
Already taking an aggressive angle right there, getting a nice portrait shot of Xander. Just waiting for any angle. But there's the smoke. He's going to try to push through it right now, but not getting found out. We're just waiting and watching this kill feed. That's Colby trying to take an aggressive angle with the judge, but he's just going to sit and wait. Ooh, and that's Xander with a beautiful pick right there. Dropping bomb, giving UMW a bit more time to rotate around and stack on the site.
So dart finding some of our boys there.
Yep. Ooh, and that's Judge Colby dropping the gavel right there, picking off Lime. Trying to go for a bit of a roam. Here comes a big rotate.
That's Colby's one of those things that I'm always looking forward to.
Oh, 100%. Ooh, Brandon, he does not want to play it super aggressive right here, but the flash coming out is not going to be able to find anyone. But he has the stun, so he knows where they are. And you're just playing for your life, but that's Mick One Tap going to be able to find Colby's. That's Brandon finding one. Mick One Tap finding one on Jack. Shock Dart coming out, not finding anyone.
One enemy remaining.
And now it is just, yep, Brandon right there with the 3K securing that round. Going for the defuse. And securing the round back for UMW. I mean, Brandon right here, this was really great from him. He just kind of showed up, played a little bit more aggressive than I'm sure they were expecting. I mean, you can kind of see it right there with, kind of thought they backed off because of the Raze and the Sova with the shock darts and the nade. But nope, Brandon was like, alrighty, pedal to the metal, foot on the gas. Let's get this next round. Crazy, crazy stuff. And now, again, we're back with UMW just trying to make some plays right now. I mean, both teams are going to try to make as many plays as they can, but definitely UMW is going to want more of that, like, hyper-aggressive aggression that they're used to. Now, that's all the intel Jack needs, but they're going to be double stacking right there, not finding anyone with the spray. As it looks like a double hold on the C with a big push through. Ooh, and that's Jack with a beautiful pick on the Wizard. Already getting the leg up in that scenario, with the spray through, not going to find anyone. Jack's got the right idea right now, holding this kind of secret angle right now. But little does he know what is laying behind him is AS God.
Off your feet!
They're just trying to get out of this right now. That's Brandon with the spray through, and that's Colby going to be able to find one on the breach, saving Brandon and the op. But that's Mick One Tap throwing out the ult, finding it on the Xander, but that's Colby going to be picking him off. Still, UMW is a man up in this scenario. That's AS God going down. That's Tyler finding the last one right there, securing 2 rounds for UMW.
And now we only have a 2-round lead here from Rio Grande. We're slowly closing that gap, which is great to see.
The great thing is Xander still has that up.
Absolutely. We love to see Xander keeping that. Definitely good for the eco.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely don't want that just sticking around with Rio Grande. We don't want their hands on that thing.
No, no, no. And right there, you can kind of see that Rio Grande is going to play a bit of a more defensive, eco-beneficial play, all opting for the Sheriffs. Honestly, still great weapons in this scenario. Ooh, but that Xander already finding one, narrowly missing the headshot. Getting peeked through, not going to find anything, and no damage on him, but that's Brandon covering for him right there, taking down Lime. That's already 2 people down for Rio Grande. This guy's got that dog in her, and so does Jack, being able to find something right there with the Phantom, pushing through the smoke, going for a hawk and for aggressive play. But he just gets sandwiched right there. Killjoy, so look how low her health is.
Oh, wow.
Jack was so close to finding that pick and maybe even the 2K, but alas, he was just a little short. Well, We just gotta wait and see as Rio Grande makes their push. Looks not on C, not on A, but they're sticking to B. Trying to make a rhyme.
Looks like Sova Dart
Coming out, but not gonna
not
find anyone.
finding anyone.
I tried to make a rhyme right there.
30
And like
seconds
rhyming
left.
C,
Obscuring
but my
vision.
brain did not connect that B also rhymes with 3.
Rhyming's tricky.
Rhyming is tricky, especially when you're watching such an intense game like that. That's Xander gonna be finding one on the Wizard, as they only have 10 seconds left to plant this bomb.
10 seconds left.
Ooh, and that's
One
Tyler
enemy
finding one, and
remaining.
now it is a 4v1, last man standing with the bomb. He's just trying to make it out with this Phantom. He's gonna take one down. That's Tyler gonna pick it up for him. And now we have one more round
Last
before
round
the
in the
half
half.
is done. Now this is pretty crucial, because you either tie it up or you get the 2 rounds ahead. So regardless, both teams need this round to basically determine what's gonna happen, like how the momentum's gonna be able to shift going into this second half and the side switch. Already, Jack with the operator. This is not something you're used to seeing, mainly because he does not have a $40 skin for it.
That is quite a snazzy skin. It looks like we have Sova Dart coming out early.
Ooh, but it does not matter who's wielding the op. Jack still finds one himself, but that's also Xander with an op of his own. And it looks like he's got the right idea. Not taking any chances with that spray. Oh, and he's gonna find one through the blind, and he's just gonna narrowly miss breach. But he's got the perfect idea of where he is right now. Boombot coming out.
Back to this fun little angle we saw a little bit of earlier.
It's such a top-down angle, and he knows where they are. Again, UMW, 2 men up. That's Brandon trying to take a little bit of a duel right now, but not getting rewarded for it. They're waiting for this aggression. But they're just not ready for it. And now, Tyler going for a bit of a flank right here, trying to see if he can catch someone lacking, and he catches one. And he catches 2, but that's AS God gonna find one of his own. And now he's taking a little bit of a duel. And now you just have Jack and Brandon left in a 2v1. Astra half health, and you just have to wait and see what happens here. Astra picking up the bomb. Brandon with the operator. He might want to sub it out for a different weapon. But we're just gonna have to wait.
10 seconds
We're just gonna have
left.
to see as he tries to make a very wide push all the way to the other site. 3 seconds left. Does he have the time?
Just
Yes!
barely.
And that's UMW securing that round ever so narrowly.
Player standing.
Tying it up
Switching
going
sides.
into the side switch. And the duck. You know, every single stream, you gotta say, we are some duck enjoyers here over at the commentary and production side of things, and I'm sure chat loves the duck as well.
The only thing we enjoy as much as the duck is obviously our hydration.
Cannot
So, chat, remember, grab some water, take a few swigs.
hydrate or eliminate.
That's a good one.
I think
like
that's a
that
new
one.
pronunciation of it. I think that's a new one.
I think that's a good way to get the message across.
But right now, if you're UMW, you are really happy that timing mishap happened, because that just secured you the tie. But that's a recon bolt finding Jack. That is enough intel for them to know what UMW wants to do. That's maybe what they want them to think. Because it's just Jack solo pushing now. Nope, never mind. Tyler's gonna tag up with him. Classic KJ setup onto C. Kind of a solo hold right now, trying to get anything. Ooh, but that's Wizard gonna find one and just trying to peek around it. Trying to see what they can do here. Jack in a bit of a sticky situation behind. Ooh, but that's Colby finding one. That's Jack finding another one. And that's Tyler finding one himself. Mick one tap. Colby's in a bit of a sticky situation right now, actually. Jack healing him up, making sure he's topped off.
One enemy
That's Colby finding one.
Last player standing.
And now it is a 1v1 Sova versus Astra. Oh, and that is Sova. Just quicker on the trigger. Securing that round back. And that is going to be 6-7 in the second half for Rio Grande. But now we're moving into round 14, and we just gotta, you know, that is something that if you're Rio Grande that you love to see. Your player right there was able to clutch it out, secure that momentum back for you guys, and a bit of the eco boost with the defuse. And it looks like they're gonna go for a pretty substantial buy right here. But UMW just opting for the full save.
Turret out.
Stressful stuff. This is kind of the close Valorant we love to watch here, though. This is the kind of stuff that you expect every single week from your players. That's Jack quickly pushing through into the smokes with the shorty, trying to find a crazy pick, but that's Colby gonna get picked off by Lime. Nick one tap's gonna find one. Jack just not the best timing. And now it is Tyler in a 1v5 clutch, but getting immediately sprayed down. And that is a flawless again for Rio Grande.
Placing sentry.
Jack, how are you feeling about this half? We're 2 rounds in. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that UMW is just going to try to do the same thing they did on defense. They need to get used to the kind of game they're playing. They got to get used to the side they're on and the new differences that we're used to. That's Colt, and that they're just going to try to cover for their teammates right now. Recon Bolt's going to find a couple, but they're going to go for a hyper-aggressive play in attacker side spawn. Picking up the bomb right now, trying to make their way. Already clearing sight. Tyler's just spraying through, trying to find anything. But it doesn't look like he's going to get rewarded for it.
Out of charges.
And that was a very risky attempt. But not going to get rewarded for it. Nobody falling just yet. That's Colby finding one on the AS God, trying to lurk his way around. Ooh. Xander covering right there, and that's Jack going to be able to find Wizard. Tyler's going to be able to find Mick one tap as he able to find Lime, but Colby does fall in the process.
Yeah, definitely seeing some back and forth in this game for sure. Obviously, it's great to see a 13-0, but, you know, it is exciting getting some of this back and forth. Keeps me on the edge of my seat for sure.
Oh, 100% right there. I mean, just being able to see, like, especially in that round right there, UMW could have taken a big hit with how aggressive Rio Grande wanted to play right there, but they played it patiently. They played it split. They made sure that nobody really, you know, got too far ahead of themselves to lose any players right there, and they were able to secure up a couple big plays, make sure that the round was secured, and be able to go in the round 16 right now. A bit of confidence. That's Colby already finding one on the Mick one tap, and that's Tyler going to be able to find one on the Lime. That's, again, 2 players up, and that's exactly what UMW wants to be in the position for. And it looks like Jack's got the right idea. Trying to flash up top, trying to find anyone. He's just kind of in a sticky situation right now as the entirety of UMW is just spreading out over site. Spraying through, not going to find anyone just yet. Some damage being dealt. Jack holding this upper angle, being able to find one on the ski line. That's AS God trying to make a big flank, make a big play. But it looks like he's going to go down to the boom bot of all things, and now it is a 5v1. Killjoy left, and not much you can do.
She doesn't want to mess with this.
Nope, having to get pushed out right there, and is about to get sandwiched as Tyler goes for a very aggressive play, but not going to get rewarded for it as he does fall. But that is Jack going to be able to find it on the Wizard, and that is the tied up 8-8 coming for UMW. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
I said it for once, I will say it again, we have a game on our hands. And I am so excited watching this whole process go down right now as we stare into the void of Valorant. That's how I feel after purchasing skins. I bought
The
the Valorant Void. That's where I throw all my money into.
That'll be the newest skin. Just wait.
More Void skins.
Coming to your store.
Coming to my store. It's just 4 empty pictures at like 9,999. Oh, look at this. Xander has the perfect idea of where they could be right now. As they're all just waiting for a super aggressive push. But it looks like Xander's going to do the same as they all have a save. Oh, he sees. Oh, they lined up perfectly for him. As Xander's able to find 2. And he gets us popping off.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Great shots from Mime right there, being able to take 2 down. But that is UMW. And Jack's prepared for it as he watches through. Xander, they gave you exactly what you wanted. That was perfect. Just lined up so well. 1 headshot, taking the other one down. And that immediately secured the round dub. Because you were 2 people up. So that forced Rio Grande to try to go for a bit more aggressive play to tie it up. But UMW, they expect aggression. And they're always ready for it. Being able to take those last 2 down. However, Lime, he's got some shots in him. So to give him some credit, he was able to find 2 himself with the stun. Really helped them out in the end. However, you know, UMW just had them all backed up. And Xander, no, that was Jack in a very bad position right there. Getting taken down by the nade.
You should run.
Ooh, that Xander with a little bunny hop through, not finding anything just yet. That's Tyler's Killjoy ult, not finding anyone, going immediately for the plant, and Xander does have ult. Those are some great some lobs right over there to get to bomb, but Tyler's immediately gonna rotate off, cover this back right here. Ooh, and that's Brandon finding 1. Ooh, Colby threw the stun. Colby finding 2, trying to swing around but not finding anyone. That's AS God finding 3 himself, securing that round back for Rio Grande.
Colby finding that elim though through that stun is pretty impressive.
That was very impressive, and especially it being a headshot. That was really, really smart. However, it did look like UMW was a bit caught off guard by all standing out, you know, in the C main area where the rotator is. I guess by the C dune, you would say, but just not really paying off in the end. We're just gonna have to see what UMW does right here, because that round right there just tied it up 9-9. Playing it a bit safe right there, as you could see Xander checking that angle, and they're just always watching these aggressive flanks.
I'm thinking these next few rounds might be getting pretty interesting. It looks like almost everybody has their ult ready. And I'm guessing we'll be seeing some of those coming out soon.
100%. Ooh! Oh, Jack trying to go for a way more aggressive play. Oh, the jump peek right there, getting all the intel they need, and that's Xander throwing the nade, trying to push him off of it. But that's Ski finding 2. I did not know you could spray through that. But apparently Xander did, and that's why he's the one playing, and he's not going to get found out by any of those shots. I'm going to stop talking. I immediately got proven wrong, which is something that happens a lot.
I know you would think that massive bricks would withstand that, but
Nope, apparently not.
30 seconds left.
If you spray hard enough, then... Ooh, that's Tyler immediately taking down the enemy ult. Oh, Oh, Xander, not that many bullets left trying to take that fight, but that is so low. They just have to go for the plant right now. That's Tyler finding one, and now it's a 2v2. Bomb down, C-line. Oh, he just did not have enough time to be able to pull out the Vandal. And that is the round, and momentum swinging way back into Rio Grande's favor. Now this is crazy because you have only a couple round of difference to play with before things start getting tough, and that is going to be a timeout coming from UMW. Libby, help me understand what the heck is going on right now.
You know, Rio Grande came into this game. They came in really strong. They came in hard.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
They knew the game they wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it definitely showed. They took initial control and got up to that four round lead. And I think that kind of got in our boys' head a little bit. They've been able to even it out, and now it's a back and forth game. But you know, that confidence difference, I think it's still showing itself a little bit. Let's appreciate the view that production has given us today.
Oh, 100%. You got the bear chilling, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Hope he's having a great day himself. The bear,
Obviously.
of course.
But right now, it looks like this timeout is going to be ticking down as we get back into it. Now, UMW, see, they need 4 rounds. And, well, Rio Grande needs 3. UMW wants to make sure that they get to the 12 before Rio Grande to try not to force the OT. So this is going to be a bit of a stressful game plan watching.
Yeah, overtime would certainly not be ideal.
Grenade!
Right now, you can see kind of UMW wanting to play a bit more aggressive, go for these hyper-aggressive angles. And that's going to be the enemy nade right there. You can see Breach right there. Wow, alrighty. Now this is just util being thrown, trying to secure this round out. Jack's not finding anyone. They start to go for the plant. And there's the defending Killjoy ult. As Jack tries to make it out, but he gets picked off by AS God. They have time in this defuse, and that's Brandon going to be able to find one on the lime. As they break through the wall, and they tap the defuse, not finding anyone. Here comes the ult. That's Xander finding one, that's Brandon finding the other one. Nades are out. Here comes the stun. Are we going to be able to see some peeks off of it? Possibly. Here comes the flash. And that's Brandon and Colby being able to find theirs, tying it up 10-10. That worked out really well for them. Even especially with Jack falling so early, UMW was able to bring it back and secured that round to tie it up, both double digits going to both teams right there. Crazy stuff, but it's got production right now and commentating. What is with this? What is with all the bears?
This is kind of a haunting image here.
A little bit. That's a little bit haunting.
Seems kind of ritualistic, whatever's going on.
Honestly. But you know
Not
what?
want to intrude.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? Their privacy.
To each their own.
Yeah, their privacy, you know. That's Jack already pushing through, but he's going to be able to find one. Whoa! Already, that kill feed just lit up like a light. That's a bit of, that's redundant. That kill feed just...
a 4v1 here.
I'm sorry. And that's Brandon
And
already...
there it is.
Brandon found 3, I guess.
I think so.
I mean, that's what the kill feed says. So he found 3. Yep, I mean, right there, you can kind of see it. He took the hyper-aggressive angle. Just Mick One Tap was not ready for it. Wow. Alrighty. I mean...
That one was hard to take in. That was a lot happening all at once.
I mean, Jack made his way on the site. He found Wizard sitting in the normal corner he's been sitting in, able to get him down, and then immediately door opened and people started just... Teams were just in shambles. Ooh, already jumping through, not gonna find anything. The flash kind of working in their favor right now. Oh, but Xander almost trying to make it out right there, but that is the 3 spray downs, not going to be able to find anything. However, Jack is going to be able to trade for him. Nice. That was a fantastic shot from Brandon right there. Worked out so well for him as the door rotates and nothing is found. However, UMW do have the man up, so you have a little bit more leeway to be able to work with right now as Tyler looks for going for a bit of a flank. There's so much going on and it's hard to even talk about, but bot coming back, and I don't think they're prepared for much right now, but it looks like they're prepared for the C push.
Yeah, looks like Rays might know what to expect here.
As the turret goes down, the rest of the mollies and the bots are destroyed as they make their push on. Plant going down, that's Mick one tap finding one on the Brandon, and now it's tied back up 3-3. Mick one tap finding a third, but Jack's gonna be able to take him down, and now it is just Tyler in a 2v1 clutch. Ooh, he finds one. Oh, but doesn't double check the angle. Great one tap on the Wizard, however, he just was not ready for the double peek right there.
This back and forth is getting pretty nerve-wracking this late in the game.
Oh yeah, this is some stressful stuff. If you are either team, these next 2 rounds are the most important thing because I'm sure neither of them wants to force an OT right now.
Absolutely.
And right now, I know I'm kind of shaken up. How are you feeling about this?
You know, first time commentating here. I've watched all the games. I know what to expect. It's a lot different being on this side of it. It's hard to take in everything and try to get your wits about you.
Oh,
Talk
100.
about the game while you're watching it.
Oh, 100%. There is such a different vibe and stress coming into this, but that's already Xander finding one, and the Z-Boy is going to be able to find 2 for themselves.
Just how I'm always looking forward to Judge Colby. I am always looking forward to some Z-Boy's action.
100%, but I don't think Colby was able to hear it right there. As Skiline was breaking through the wall, being able to take him down, but now you got a 4v2. UMW, site cleared. They just want to double check, make sure all the corners are checked as the plant goes down, and they are watching up top. Trying to get some one taps, but not finding anything. Double molly on the bomb as Tyler is going to take the hyper defensive angle. Brandon, don't do this, please. That's Tyler already finding one, and now it is just Wizard left in a 4v1 clutch. He's going to take down Tyler right there. So that means the mollies on bomb are not going to be able to go to much. However, Brandon with the flank, he's going to be able to find him out. That's the crazy spray. But Colby's going to be able to make it up for him. Oh my gosh, my heart. I'm sitting back.
Match point.
I'm stressed out of my mind.
So that's taking us to match point. Again, our boys really want to get this round and get this in the bag as 2-0. We definitely don't want to be going into overtime here.
Especially on a map that they're, that they've been showing is not...
A map they need a warm-up period on. We'll say that.
A map they need a little bit of a startup, but once they get that engine revving, they are good to go. I mean, they have been doing such a fantastic job this whole game. And if you... And here comes the ult. I heard one. That is Mick one tap taking down Xander. Trading. Well, not trading. I'm just my words are all getting mixed up right now because this game is just so on another level of anxiety inducing.
Absolutely, it is. Not finding much on
Oh my god. The jump peaks coming out, the stun not finding anything. As they go for the peaks. That's Brandon being able to find one. And Jack being able to find the other one. Now we got a 3v4 in our hands. Pushing through, not finding anyone. Door being broken, but that shot is not going to find anything. Jack going for a bit of an aggressive look in. Swings AS God being able to take him down. Back to 3-3, all tied up. Tyler going for the flank, being able to find AS God. Here comes the Sova ult.
Brandon getting the plant there.
Taking a guess, but not finding anything. And here comes the Astra ult. Tyler, more flank stuff. Being able to take down Wizard. We're in a 3v1 and is just Skiline left. As Brandon's watching up top but not finding anything. Oh my gosh, look how close they are as he pushes through and he's able to find it, clutch out the last of the game, and that is UMW with a 2-0 on Lotus against Rio Grande Black. Oh my gosh, on the edge of our seats over here, they bring it back to clutch it out. Libby, how are you feeling?
That had me sweating.
That had me sweating.
That had me sweating. I was nervous there, but Brandon really clutching it out for the team. I think that Sova had a lot of weight on his shoulders there. And you know what? Brandon was able to wrap it up nicely, finish it out, secure that 2-0 for the team, and we love to see that without going into overtime.
100%. And I mean, this is week 3. They're 3-0 right now. Every single game has been a 2-0, so that means they have had a pretty dominant performance so far. So already, I mean, it's been a long one. It's been a stressful one, but thankfully our UMW boys have been able to clutch out another season of their NECC division. But that is going to be all from us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching, tuning in, following, and supporting your fellow Eagles. We really do appreciate it. We hope to see you here tomorrow for SSBU Cruise around the same time. Have a good night, everyone.